Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to meet again today for a new video. So today friends, we are going to share 5 tips for a successful year. This year, so we're going to share 5 tips. Share 5 tips that could allow us to avoid very big flop. So a little advice applying, or to protect your various investments, so that's what we will quickly see in this video. And if this is your first time you landed on this channel on a daily basis, subscribe to receive lots of investment tips in the stock market or online investing 2 ways. Generally it is one of this you are interested in, friends. Do not hesitate to click on the bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. So as far as the 5 tips that we will see today, so I personally have learned a lot in 2023. A lot of things in 2023. It's true that I already knew a lot of things before. Voir aujourd'hui donc moi personnellement j'ai appris beaucoup de choses en 2023, c'est vrai que j'ai connaissais déjà un bon nombre de choses avant d'entrer en 2022, mais au courant de l'année 2022 on a appris énormément de choses, surtout avec tout ce qui s'est passé en 2022 on a par exemple eu l'un beyond marques les plus sanglants de l'histoire des crypto monnaie avec la fermeture ou bien ce qui a entraîné en fait la fermeture de plusieurs exchanges centralisés. On sait très bien que la moitié des personnes qui détiennent des crypto-monnaies les détiennent généralement, voire même plus de la moitié les détiennent généralement dans des exchanges bien sûr des exchanges centralisés. Donc avec la crise en question il y a eu plusieurs gens perdus énormément d'argent. Donc tout ces différents événements. Solution of not investing in fat, or you will be struck by lightning, or else when there will be movement on it you won't even understand what's going on. So generally, don't invest in what you don't understand. Understand, that's the rule to apply in 2023. So make the effort to not to invest in what you don't know. You don't know now, you can. So apply the second tip instead to be able to overcome the first tip. In the second tip is, what is the 5 training maximum on a project before investing in it? So if, for example, you don't know you don't have enough information about a technology you have learned, for example, that the technology of artificial intelligence is one of the technologies of the future. There are several steps. Companies in one. Take an example. We will also make videos on artificial intelligence because apparently artificial intelligence is taking over in several sectors. So you're follow, for example, that there is a new project, artificial intelligence. You say, okay, what are the different companies that are doing that? And you go start to really invest, understanding what artificial intelligence is. Intelligence, or without actually see, for example, understood how does artificial intelligence does to bring in money. You invest, for example, on a company that if tomorrow, for example, the different shares or the different cryptocurrencies associated with the share in question are revalued, then you are going to earn money. So you invest to make money. Now how do companies in this sector to make money? So you don't know that. No, and a lot of other things. You don't master them. Our teams have to do here. What is it? First of all, it is informed about the technology. Before investing in it, get informed. First of all, beforehand, what is artificial intelligence? So here I am. I'm actually just taking an example. It could be anything. It could be the blockchain, it could be metadata. It could be any technology. So before investing in it, please always inform yourself. If you don't have the different tools to inform yourself adequately, I advise you. Now how do companies in this sector to make money? So you don't know that. No, and a lot of other things. You don't master them. Our teams have to do here. What is it? First of all, it is informed about the technology. Before investing in it, get informed. First of all, beforehand, what is Artificial intelligence, so here I am. I'm actually just taking an example. An example, it could be anything. Anything, it could be the blockchain, it could be metadata. Could be metadata, it could be any technology. So before investing in it, please always inform yourself. If you don't have the different tools to inform yourself adequately, I advise you, wait to invest on it. You have to wait if you have the possibility to inform you on it. I advise you to inform yourself before to invest in it. With the number one, never invest in what you do not know. Not rule number 2, always inform yourself before investing in anything. And now rule number 3, when you have actually finished your different 2 investigations, you should not simply go and invest. You must now have a very, very good investment strategy. And the big leaders, or the big investors who invest in projects, invest with a good strategy. We know about a good part of the strategies of the great investors like Warren Buffett and others. So you have to invest with a strategy. Weave your own strategy. You have to have a strategy, investment strategy. Without it, you will never invest at the right time. Invest it at the right time. If you don't have a very good investment strategy, you will often miss some opportunities. So you have to have a very, very good strategy. You can, for example, find the best project, but if you don't have a good strategy to invest in the project in question, you may not generate a good enough ROI. So always interesting ROI. So always have a good investment strategy. Go and search on the internet what is an investment strategy, how to define an investment strategy, etc., etc. Take inspiration, for example, from the investment strategies of the great investors of this world to be able to draw up your own investment strategy. And in 4th place, avoid projects that promise you very high returns. Profitability. Avoid projects that promise you profitability of more than 50%. 50% is even huge, at more than 40 the year. So when you come across a project, whether it's a crypto currency, whether it's any of it, the project, avoid or take it with a pinch of salt. So if you see a project, for example, a project that promises you profitability, for example, the height of 50% of your investment. So for example, you are promised returns of 70%, 80%, to 10%, 500% of your investment, to 500% of your investment. So you have to be careful to inform you on how they are going to produce you. To be able to produce you, it is profitability. There, these returns on investment in the huge ROI like that, because for example, to promise to investors of returns on annual investment to the tune of 40%, 100%, 200%, it is magic according to me. I think it's magic, so we have to be careful. Should be careful with this kind of project. On average, we know that returns on investment on average, projects on average can turn around 5 to 20%. So 5 to 20%. There are exceptional projects that can go up to 25%, 30%, so there are really exceptional projects, and even then we would have the project in depth to understand how these projects are going to understand how these projects will return 25 or 40 or 50 or 100% of your money in 1 year. That's the profit, in fact. So 100% of the number. You really have to see how the project is going to generate that for you and understand. And this goes back to point number 1. Do not invest in a project that you don't understand. So if you can't figure out understand how a project is going to generate, project is going to make you money, then you have to not invest in it. Otherwise you're going to make a huge step of people who have invested in projects that did not understand in 2022 and who got ripped off. Very, very careful with projects that you don't understand, or projects that promise you profitability. It takes blood to tell you how they are going to do to achieve this kind of profitability, or without actually showing you the different The different steps that will be put in place to be able to reach this kind of profitability. So be very attention and always apply the point of inform yourself to the maximum before to invest on a project. And now, fifth position, diversification. You must always diversify your investments, diversify your different cryptocurrencies on different platforms. So diversify you actually, in fact, on all aspects. For example, if you have cryptocurrencies that you want to store, well, I advise you to do it on several platforms. For example, if tomorrow a platform bladed before bankruptcy, then you will not lose all your cryptocurrency. Imagine you, for example, if you had all your cryptocurrency on FT, yet FTX was part of one of the most credible cryptocurrencies on the market. So imagine if you had your cryptocurrencies on these platforms. There is FTX, there are several other platforms like Traveler itself, which has went bankrupt. So you have to be very careful with this point. Always diversify your cryptocurrency, even if there are platforms that offer you very good incomes on your different stacking. You must always diversify. Put, for example, 30% on Binance, 10% on Kraken, 5% elsewhere, and the rest you put it on decentralized. So put the major part of your cryptocurrency on decentralized angel wallets. Maybe you put your mass to either B or even on Ledger keys. So diversify to secure your different investments as well. Don't invest only on one project. Invest on several projects because the probability that projects die currently if is very high. So the probability of seeing projects disappear altogether currently if very high. And don't put all your eggs in the same basket, especially at the moment. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So friends, see you next video.